Ayahuasca, aura spinning like a flying saucer. I had to offer myself upon the altar. Mind altered, wavy as water. Macabre activated, faded on proper. Eat mana, mushroom chomper. I can't help it, I'm psychedelic, a wicked witch. I'm melting, gray or sippy. Staying trippy, never catch me slippy, micro drippy. Seeing 360, I lead an eighth, a quarter or a half. I need to bathe in the water, hit the bath. Breathing the vapors, everything is nature. Remedies made from these plants are ancient. Eating bread molds, never get head colds. Liminal, so I sit at the threshold. Never did drugs, but I do a lot of plants. Plants to the gods, me in a psychedelic trance. Never did drugs, but I do a lot of plants. Plants to the gods, me in a psychedelic trance. Plant allies I consume, so many to choose. Grasses, barks, cactus, shrooms. It's growing for me. Morning glory, an aphrodisiac. Now the gold is horny.
You wanted to share regarding this Aya journey.
Thanks for having me, Marcus. And it started out of the blue. My guides told me very clearly, it's time for you to do plant medicine, to work with plant medicine. Exactly. So when my guides came through, I started surfacely on the internet. I'm like, okay, they didn't tell me what plant medicine to work with. So I actually started looking up a retreat in Costa Rica that offered different types of plant medicine. And then all of a sudden, my guides showed me a friend that I made this year, a vision. And since I'm a seer, I understand the messages very clearly. So I contacted that friend. And I said, you won't believe this. My guides told me it's time for me to work with plant medicine, and they showed me you. And then she said, well, that's very interesting, because a week before you called me, my guides said it's time for me to do ayahuasca again.
Myth: ayahuasca is a magic cure that fixes your life in one night. Fact: it's a powerful Amazonian brew with serious risks, deep traditions, and some promising, but still emerging, science. I want to zoom out first. Ayahuasca isn't a trend from LA. It comes from indigenous Amazonian peoples, Shipibo, Quechua, Ashaninka, and others, who've used it for generations. It's typically made from Banisteriopsis K-api vine, and Psychotria viridis leaves. The vine's MAOIs make the DMT in the leaves orally active. In ceremony, an experienced healer, often called a curandero, guides the night. Icaros, or healing songs, strict pre-ceremony diets respect intention. Community purging, vomiting, can be seen as limpieza, a cleansing. Okay, what does the research actually say? Depression and anxiety. Small clinical and lab studies suggest rapid, short-term reductions in depressive and anxious symptoms, sometimes within hours to days. Not everyone responds, and effects can fade without follow-up care. Trauma and addiction. Early studies and observational data hint at benefits for PTSD symptoms and substance use disorders, likely through intensified emotional processing and increased psychological flexibility. Still preliminary. Mindfulness and well-being. Participants often show boosts in measures of openness, meaning, and mindfulness weeks later correlated with the intensity of the experience and integration work. Brain stuff. Imaging points to changes in default mode network activity and increased neural communication, similar themes to other psychedelics, potentially helping people break rigid thought loops. Myth: if it's plant medicine, it must be safe. Fact: risks are real. Blood pressure spikes. Panic psychosis in vulnerable folks, dangerous drug interactions. Legal status varies widely. If you're curious, the responsible path is slow. Learn the history. Understand the law where you live. Screen for medical and mental health risks with professionals. Ask hard questions about the ceremony leader medical support and post-ceremony integration. Ayahuasca isn't a shortcut. It's a demanding tool from a living tradition. Respect it, don't romanticize it. And if healing happens, it's usually through the work before and after, not just the night itself.
This
So yeah, Sam, feel free to share what it is that took place and this beautiful experience that you wanted to share regarding this Aya journey.
Thanks for having me, Marcus. And it started out of the blue. My guides told me very clearly, it's time for you to do plant medicine, to work with plant medicine. Exactly. So when my guides came through, I started surfacely on the internet. I'm like, okay, they didn't tell me what plant medicine to work with. So I actually started looking up a retreat in Costa Rica that offered different types of plant medicine. And then all of a sudden, my guides showed me a friend that I made this year, a vision. And since I'm a seer, I understand the messages very clearly. So I contacted that friend and I said, you won't believe this. My guides told me it's time for me to work with plant medicine, and they showed me you. And then she said, well, that's very interesting, because a week before you called me, my guides said it's time for me to do ayahuasca again. And that's how it was validation for both of us. And this friend has already been with Aya 2 times already. She thought she was done, but her guides aligned us. And ayahuasca is usually done in South America, right? In the Amazon jungle. But this is a very, how you say it, secret group that you have to know somebody to get in. So she contacted her contact, and I wasn't just in yet. They had to interview me, they had to vet me. Like, what is your intention? What is your purpose to connect with grandmother? That's what ayahuasca is called. And they also did a health check, which I appreciate too. The interesting part about that part was when I was talking to the shaman that facilitates this, I got a vision. And I asked her if I can share it with her. And she said, yeah. I said, there's an ancestor right next to you, cutting a cactus. And she works with you. And she said, that's very interesting that you say that, because I'm outside staring at a cactus. And So there is a dietary, there's a diet that you have to follow for several weeks. No red meats. You can have chicken and fish. Staying away from caffeine. What else? And even the week up to it, no sexual encounters with your partners, because that leaves impressions when you're with grandmother. So fast forward. I told my guides, I'm like, this experience is pricey, and I know that you want me to have it. So my guys told me, don't worry about anything, Sam. We're setting it all up. And they were right. So I asked that weekend for clients to do readings. Clients came in, and that paid for my journey to travel to do this retreat. And then I got a free airplane ticket, but I won't go into all that. So we can just go more into how I flew out and my experience with grandmother. So my guys were right. They made everything happen for me. And when I went out, I only had 2 hours of sleep. I was very, very tired. And we ended up going in California. And it was a mansion that we were at. And there was 19 of us women there.
5 days in Costa Rica paradise with mind, body, emotion ceremonies for only $1,666. I am talking about the Sacred Light Spring Retreat happening May 2nd to 6th at Jocko Beach, hosted by shamanic energy guide Marcus Christolight, his queen Rhonda Clark, and his family. Picture this. You are staying right on the beach at Jocko Bay Towers, experiencing sunset sailing, legendary waterfalls, and connecting with sloths and monkeys at Manuel Antonio National Park. Your days are filled with cacao ceremonies, beach yoga, divine union teachings, and sound baths, while your evenings feature heart-made vegan meals and bioluminescent adventures. Airport transportation included, payment plans available, but you will need your passport ready. For just $1,666, you get 5 transformative days with your soul tribe. Quick spaces are limited, so register through the Jotform link below or visit li.sten.2 Sacred Light Retreats. Questions? Email marcus@marcus.23@gmail.com. See you in paradise this spring. Wholeness, balanced love.
In this beautiful, huge home, beautiful living room. And we all had a pad, a very nice pad to sleep on, and pillows. And they made us like a light soup. We're allowed to have a light soup because when you sit with grandmother, you're going to more likely purge. And that's a north purge and a south purge. It could be both too. I was excited for weeks for this experience. So excited. I had my own visions of what this was going to be like. My intentions, right? And I remember, since there's 19 of us, you have a shaman, and then what you have is 2 guardians. Boy, when I first got there, I didn't know the importance of having 2 guardians there. Thank God they were there. And these women, are incredible. They know what they're doing. I respect them. So we get there, and I'm kind of at the end of the 19 girls, and I'm starting to fall asleep. And I'm telling my friend, I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay up. I don't want to be rude, but I'm falling asleep because people are introducing themselves, and then we start our intentions. But before, I should back up a little bit. They give each of us a bucket, and they give each of us like a little shot glass. So what's going to happen is everybody's going to set their intentions when they are ready, when we have this experience of meeting grandmother. So everybody goes around with their intention, and then we will take our shot glass one at a time too, go up to the altar, to the shaman, and then we would drink the ayahuasca. And I think mine was just an ounce. And my system's really, really clean. Like I really don't do anything. And so I knew I was going to be really sensitive. So my friend said, when I told her again, I was like, I'm not going to make it. I'm going to fall asleep. She said, as soon as you have that medicine, you won't be able to sleep. Boy, was she right. So everybody says their intention. And I believe my first night, because this is a 2-night ceremony, my intention was to connect with my star family because they've been connecting with me really strongly, and I had specific questions. And just to see what grandmother wanted to tell me. So we all drink. Mind you, there's all kind of healing music everywhere. And part of this experience is the music takes you deeper in. So you have the shaman, which was multi-talented, playing the guitar, and they would take turns playing different healing instruments. And I remember after I drank my shot, I lay down and went to sleep, but grandma wakes you up. Grandma wakes you up. It's like you rising from like you're dead in the ground and you just rose out of the ground. That's what it made me feel like. My first night was very beautiful. Now, where this mansion was, we were on the third level, and they had patio, so I couldn't get to grass. And when she walked me out, I went out to the patio, and my star family was telling me, there's nowhere that you don't go that we won't be. We follow you wherever you go because you're a hybrid. And you see people having their journeys kind of on the side, and I mean different journeys. I mean, you have people, my friend, looks like she's having the exorcist happening to her. And you have somebody else kind of dancing. And then you hear these women purging. And it's not like, well, I can just focus on you. What it feels like when you're working with grandmother is like she takes you into your house and it's empty and it's only you and you can only focus on you. There's no escaping to do your work. And you're not going to be fixated on other people. You'll notice them, but not the way when you're in your everyday life. So I went out to the patio and she said, I'm going to make you feel. And she showed me on my face. She said, I'm going to make you feel what it feels like to turn off your nervous system. And I can just feel my whole side of my face completely going numb. And eventually I went back to my mat. I was getting a lot of download and information that I can't even keep up with. There was so much integrations. And me, myself, I was doing light language and codes with my hands, which I don't do that in the physical until that just happened. And this ceremony, it goes on for 6 hours. 6 hours. And then I think I must have, you're doing the work within. So my eyes are not open my eyes are not open, and they offer a second shot. Of the ayahuasca tea. And I fell asleep, so I missed that. But there were other beautiful souls that were getting that second shot. And when I tell you the music will take you under. Like, it is a strong current for you to do your work. It's essential with it. It's like peanut butter and jelly. It has to go together. So that was my first night. Then we wake up and I'm feeling like, okay, that was interesting. That was something I never experienced before, right? You wake up, they make you this beautiful breakfast, then you come back and we do integration. Everybody goes and tells their story of what they experience. Now, I also, what I didn't know before I went is that the shaman and the guardians also take the medicine with us while we're having this experience, which is incredible because they're guiding and helping us. Second night, and I pause there for a second.
Blue tiger's eye, super 7 crystals, throat chakra, singing bowl, raw rising codes, Greek Olympians, Zeus, calling in the chief of the Olympians, God of the sky, lightning and thunder, rain, the storms of light into my life to clear, restore balance and order to my mind, body, spirit complex. I am allowing your lightning and thunder and justice of truth to be at play with my faith within my being. I am trusting in my innate connection to the eternal Father, as the Father is in me and I am in the Father. I am holding integrity, values, and healthy boundaries as I continue to serve for the highest good of all. I am in alignment with Zeus.
My friend did tell me, you don't know how grandma's gonna be. If she's gonna be soft or she's gonna be hard. You don't know the first night she's gonna be soft with you, or the second night she's gonna be hard with you. And I didn't quite understood what that meant until my second night.
Finish him.
So my second night, same thing. We set our intentions. We go up to the altar. And I want to bring up why I had to say my intention. So I had a client with another healer I was working with. And this is the most, I want to say it in my human words, most intense level of client that I was dealing with, that deals with the mind. I'm going to say that like that. And my other healer friend said, lean into grandmother. to help us with this client, because we were going to do a bath ceremony for this client. So I did. Boy. So this client deals with other entities, other personalities. And when I went up to the altar, my intention was to walk and fly in every dimension with love and light, and to see how I can help this client after I will leave grandmother. You definitely get what you ask for. So now they tell us, because it's all grandmother is already in our system, that this time she's going to come in stronger. And they were not lying. So when I drank it, I can just remember them playing the guitar, and it was kind of in a way creepy, because the song they were playing was like, Mama Ayahuasca's here, Mother Ayahuasca here, and it usually takes it felt like 15-20 minutes before it gets into your system. And I remember waking up, and this time was night and day. And waking up, all of a sudden feeling like I couldn't breathe. And I tried to, but at the same time I was waking up, I became ultra sensitive. And I'm already ultra sensitive, picking up everybody on a heightened level. The night before I did not do that. So I'm picking up everybody's energy and I'm about to mimic it. And it's freaking me out in a way, because I don't want to read other people's energies right now. I need to have my journey. And I brought crystals with me. Something told me to bring my crystals. It was also advised too that you could bring your crystals too. I didn't realize how much those crystals would ground me. So I started not to breathe, and I had to get one of the guardians. And the guardians are two females, of course. And I would have to say, hey, I need to get out this room. Even though that's a ceremony going on, I need to get out this room. I can't breathe right now. I was like, so she would bring the feathers, help me breathe. But then I couldn't tell if she was real or not. I realized that I was a spirit. And I couldn't tell if she was real or not. And she had to keep on coaching and telling me that she was real. And I was flying so high that my crystals that I had with me, I would hold them and they would ground me. And as soon as I let go, I was flying again. And it freaked me out because I've never had that experience. And there was one point, she turned into a snake. And her name was Miss Vicky. I said, Miss Vicky, you just turned into a snake. She's like, are you serious? I said, yeah, you just turned into a snake. So at the same time, my senses became beyond sensitive, that I didn't want to feel everybody's energy or what blockages they were going through, what they were working through. I left out that ceremony, and people were too. People were purging. They would go to the nearest bathroom, or they would go outside and get the air. And you have women scream, and it feels like they're getting their insides ripped out. Everybody's having a different journey, and you are not allowed to interrupt their journey at all. I mean, those guardians, they check on you. They are so needed. So I all I could think was grounding. If I could have been a worm in the ground, because I just wanted to ground myself so bad because I was flying so high. I went out to the patio, and the only thing that was close to dirt was potted plants, and I laid right next to them. And then I heard my guys say, "You're about to pass a shadow. You're about to purge a shadow." And my guardian stayed with me. I said, "My guys say I'm about to pass a shadow," and I did. And that peak, when I passed, then it started coming down. But when I was on the patio, I saw this very feeling Peru ancestor. It was a male, 4 foot tall, with wings. And he had a hat. And he told me, you are a powerful shaman. And he made me feel that I was him and he was me. And then he told me, then I heard psychically, they said, "We are rewiring your heart. We're expanding it even more." And when all this is going on, I'm on the patio. I am holding on to my crystals like dear life, because I would be flying. It is a scary feeling because it feels like you're in your body and you're doing it. It's a different way of observing it as a channel in your physical body. So then they told me, "We're going into your left eye and we're expanding your consciousness for higher awareness, for higher seeing." And in that moment, I didn't understand because of the power of my intention, but my guardian saying that she would try to keep on encouraging me to come back to the ceremony. I said, "I can't. I'm feeling everybody. I'm highly sensitive. I can't." She said, "What was your intention?" So I told her, "What was your intention?" I said, "To walk and fly in every dimension and to lean into this patient that was, this client that I was seeing." She's like, "Girl, you got exactly what you asked for. No wonder." So at the same time, you have a couple other beautiful souls coming on the patio with me. And they know that. And when I say you're in your own house, it's like you're in an empty house. That's how it feels like. And I see these other girls, like, they're just stuck and they're like going like this and other ways, but they stuck. And my guy said, "They're working out mental blocks right now. That's why they look like that." And they would stay like that. They could stay like that for an hour or more. I don't know what the time was because time didn't exist. And in that same time, I can hear other women screaming again. And then there's other women running and dancing, right? But I do have to back up. I forgot this part. Right after, I remember the lady across from me, when we all took our shot together, because it was like eye contact. She was straight across from me. I seen her spiritual body shoot up like this to the sky. And I was like, whoa, because I still only took an ounce because I know how sensitive I am. She took like double. She asked for double because the second night you can ask for more. And I was like, oh my goodness, she drank too much. She's gonna really have a journey, right? No, that message was for me. It could have been for her too. I didn't talk to her. It could have been both of us. But that message was for me, that I was gonna fly. And I realized that after the fact. So finally, I get back in the room. Finally, I can have my energies with my crystals, and I'm clutching on my crystals because if not, I'm flying, to ground me. I get back, we fall asleep, we have our ceremony, we wake up, we have this beautiful breakfast, talking, and I'm not gonna lie, that second night scared me to death. It scared me, and I even told myself I'm never doing this again. So when we did our integration, because it's kind of like a shell shock. Your shell shock of what just happened. It kind of reminds me of like my first time having my first child. Like, whoa, you know. So we go around the next morning after breakfast, we integrate, we talk about our story. And the truth work, the real work is going to happen when you get back home and how you integrate it. And it took me some time as I'm processing this experience, because what grandmother did spiritually, what my guides showed me, is like lightning just went through my body, cleansed everything out on that level, like lightning. And I am just this hard eggshell. And after being this eggshell, being so wide open, your energies is wide open. And it's recommended that you stay to yourself probably for a week or two. Well, I did it. So when I got home, I was starting to feel really crazy. And I mean it like when you I'm still not knowing what's real. My mom lives really, really close to me, and I had to get my mom, and I was like, listen, I need you to pay attention to me because I think I'm going crazy. I was like, I'm not making this up. Because I was so ungrounded from that experience from flying. But what I realized after that integration, Grandma gave me exactly what I asked for. I flew in every dimension, but she also made me wear my shoes of my client that I was going to see that in a couple days. How he feels so ungrounded. How he doesn't know what's real and not real. How he feels numb. How can I help somebody if I never go through that experience? So when it came to that client and with my other friend that is a healer, and we did this bath ceremony, Grandmother prepared me. And that is something I won't forget either, because I never had a client on that level that needed a high level of help spiritually and mentally. Those women that did ayahuasca, I have so much love and respect because they're warriors. This is ayahuasca, in my experience, it's not. Yeah, everybody wants to do it because of higher consciousness, right? Or having that experience. But if you got mental blocks to remove, she's going to remove them. And it's not going to be comfortable. And they really did expand my heart space, because it was like that my first time of being, if anybody experienced of waking up, that unconditional love, it was beyond that because of the level of work they want me to do. So I understand why they had to even expand it more. And I have so much respect because Grandma will never leave me. Even after I can hear her talking to me. And I remember I went into public. I went to Trader's World. Actually, I went to Trader's World. I was looking for a specific item with a friend. I went to Trader's World, and all the energy was over there was like, oh, it's very low and dense on a more heightened level than I experienced in the physical. And I went to look for a very specific booth. And I ran, and before that, before that, I ran into this soul. I instantly, spiritually and physically, in the physical realm, I'm like getting sick. I'm like, I gotta get away from this woman. And it's because she's toxic. So they were making me feel sick spiritually and physically to give me the message. And I saw her spirit, because I see spirits come in when they're about to come into to align with me in the physical. So the spirits will come to me before, and then it could be a day, it could be a week, and then it's like, oh, I already seen you, but now I see you in the physical. The message was, your power, this made me on a heightened level to spread my message, is that power of attention is so strong. You get exactly what you ask for. The spirit grandmother gave me exactly what I asked for. On a heightened level, more than ever, you will know that your intentions you will get. And also to bring back the message of grounding. How to feel when people don't feel grounded. It's scary. And it made me feel so very emotional to feel like that. I understand how people can feel not in their body and feel crazy. And to have a lot of respect and patience with them. To not know what's real and not real. And for multiple reasons, for spiritual, not having the spiritual guidance, that coming through their DNA to pass. So, if anything, I thank grandmother for showing me those wisdoms so I can help more other people. And it made me definitely expand my heart space and have more empathy and love and more passion with my gifts. And that if you are going to do plant medicine, you have to have so much respect. And it's coming back to me, my friends, you would think that the exorcist was going through her when she was having her journey. And she told me if she's going to be soft or she's going to be hard, just thank her so you can surrender. So when when I was constantly thanking her. And I'm still integrating those energies. I'm still through that process, getting more information, more downloads from that experience. Also, that make awareness to people that plant medicine is an option. Make sure you do your research. Make sure you find someone that is very knowledgeable about the medicine, not just to go to anybody, that respects it, that works with it. Because those guardians really helped out. There was 2 guardians, they really helped a lot of people while they were going through their experience. And that the shaman that we had, she goes back and forth to Peru. And plant medicine is not just for just to be careless with. It's to be respected. So, Marcus, that is my message and story. Brother, thank you.
Wow.
While others mass produce with chemicals and shortcuts, one stay-at-home mama chose a different path. Jade spends months researching each ingredient, carefully sifting everything at least twice, testing every single product on herself before offering it to anyone else. She hand cuts poster cards, captures every photo, adjusts recipes until they're perfect. 6 to 8 hours of love goes into each batch. This is Jade's Wellness Trade, where organic, plant-based products aren't just made, they're crafted with a mother's dedication. No animals harmed, no chemicals hidden, just pure, superior alternatives to what they're selling you in stores. Because the collective deserves better, and Jade's mission? To eventually teach you how to make these yourself. Visit jadeswellnesstrade.my.canva.site and discover what Mama Made really means.
Thank you so much, Sam. I really appreciate your time and your words and your journey as well.
Thank you.
I mean, that is... I love how you really laid that out. Just from the preparation through the journey and to the end. Thank you for that. That's very valuable for our collective and the potential of what it could be like to have a Aya journey.
Yes.
Now, my question for you is, in those moments where you are feeling a little untethered, so to say, or flighty, what was it that kind of kept you together in those moments?
Here's another message. My breath. Going back to my breath.
The breath.
Yes.
Yep.
Going back to my breath. And then second would be my crystals that grounded me.
Yeah. The breath. You know, I did combo today for the first time. And that's frog medicine for everybody out there that doesn't know what combo is. And combo is one of the world's, if not the world's, deepest purge or detoxifier of toxins within your being, your body. It also fights towards cancer cells and a lot of ailments as well. And wow, I just completely lost track of everything. What was it that you said last? That's so funny.
You don't have any words yet, but they will come. Just breath is life.
There it is.
Breath is life.
Yeah, so the breath. So during that journey, your body gets very warm. It'll get very cold, depending upon which phase you're in. The warmth is, it coming into you, streaming through your system. And that warmth is the eradicating of the disease in your being, basically. And then through that warmth, it then starts to stir it all up, basically, and starts to release your lymph nodes and all that. And then that stirring up typically goes into like your stomach area. So then you either end up throwing it up or you go to the bathroom. And I had intense throwing up, like super intense, like felt like there was like a demon coming out of me.
I understand.
Boy, in those moments when you're like that deep into throwing up and it's over and over, the breath is always everything, because you get the sweats going on and you're all like, man. And the breath has always been that thing. Anytime I ever feel a lot of energy, I'm overwhelmed, I'm overstimulated, feeling ungrounded, the breath has always been that key to just bringing it back to center and basically recollecting myself. So it's very interesting that you say the breath, because the breath has always been just that go-to. It's like, man, when nothing's working outside of you and you're getting so flighty, you're like, boy, I don't even know if I can like continue to live here on the earth because of how flighty I'm getting. Like, I need to get to my body. That's where that breath comes in for sure.
Definitely. And this is another way that you spiritually level up. And when I say that, when you're spiritually leveling up, you really got to go through a lot of portals that feel like brick walls before you level up.
Yeah.
I mean, I can even tell on your energy bodies that you shed old ones and you level up. You have a lot of gold energy around you.
Very grateful for today.
Yes. Incredible experience. I can't wait to hear after you integrate and what comes to you and the downloads and the messages that you receive.
Yeah, me too. Especially with, my shamanic retreat next weekend too. So it's like, what a couple of steps that are in place here. Wow.
And what an incredible journey you can share with them.
Yep, absolutely. So I wanted to ask you, number one, do you feel like it's something that you would do again?
So I said no, but now I've changed. Because it's your intention, right? So with intention, I got exactly what I asked for.
Yeah.
At first I was like, HELL no.
Yeah, because it's intense, So when you're first in that, you're like, I don't know if I want to go through that again.
And I was there with somebody, which was incredible. I was there with somebody that it was their 9th time. And mind you, these guardians and shaman, I think they do this a lot.
Probably.
Yeah, they do it a lot, but they are so grounded, which makes sense. Their energies are so grounded. And this one individual synced with my friend, and they got this why did I lose the word for that? Draconium energy that came
draconian
and broke down and went through both of them, and they were on opposite side of the rooms, like tearing the system down, and afterwards, because when I say you have respect for other women or the other people, this is a women's retreat, so that's why I'm saying that, a women's ceremony. you have respect. And she was saying, you could tell it scared her. Even this was her like ninth time, but it scared her, and she tried to figure out. And then I started receiving messages. I said, "You're a fire energy, and you're supposed to alchemize this fire. And you're the one breaking down the system in your ancestry line." Because your ancestry lines, I kept on seeing like these Japanese warriors, Asian warriors. I said, you have such masculine energies in your ancestral lines that were warriors that didn't get to alchemize or even balance feminine energy because she suffered from depression. And I was able to see and relate this message to her that she's the one. That's why she always suffered with depression. She's the one breaking that system down. And she was just validating a lot that I told her. But that woman's strong. That woman was screaming all night and doing this work for her bloodline and her ancestors. So, incredible.
Truly. Truly. So I want to ask you, what's some of the known benefits that you received mentally, emotionally, and physically through this journey?
The benefits for me that I received is more clarity. And Grandma, she tuned up my tuning for spiritual tuning fork, where I have to look at things dead on. Before this, I wasn't. I'm just, watching and let people be people. But she's making me look at people even closer and not ignoring what I see on a heightened level. So that is a benefit that I would try to avoid in a way. Also, my heart capacity. They expand my heart capacity. I mean, a more infinite level of love than I have ever experienced, even from when I woke up. On that journey of waking up, removed some of my blockages. Also gave me insight and wisdom of people that are not grounded, that have other energies and entities and deal with, even in the physical, mental disorders, to wear their shoes, to say, to empathize and to help guide them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what comes to me now.
Beautiful. That's amazing. Do you feel like on like a cellular or a physical level that your cells and stuff were a lot lighter and like kind of more cleansed as well?
And my gifts definitely got strengthened. Yes, absolutely. They activated more of my DNA, truthfully. And like you and your experience, like your aura is so glowing right now. It's incredible.
Thank you. Yours too.
Thank you.
I was actually looking at the light up there. I was like, man, her energy is really going with that light up there.
We see each other's auras right now is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So physically as well, did you have any like any physical tension or ailments or anything like that you noticed kind of shifted from that?
Physical. Actually, I went in and my knee was swollen. So people were kind of like kneeling, because there was no chairs, right? Kneeling at the altar and saying their intention as the shaman blesses it and then gives it to the individual. So I couldn't knee down. I did just modify what I could do. But definitely, I'm definitely a different version of myself. Definitely a different version of myself. So, like physically, it's already shifting because my knee is feeling better and better. And grandmother's really making me look at my health right now. And she's definitely working. There's some health things that I'm working through actually right now. And she's definitely making me look at it and guiding me and holding my hand with it. So I thank her for her medicine.
Yes. Thank you to Grandma Aya.
Yes. Grandma Aya doesn't play.
Yeah. It's really beautiful. It's really beautiful, the plant medicines that we have.
Yes.
And you know, I was speaking about this earlier with my partner, and I was like, man, just imagine if we lived in a world where everybody thought it was like normal to take plant medicine, and then, you know, secondary or kind of like, honestly, not even needed pharmaceuticals. And I was just thinking about the kind of world that would be if just like it was no longer demonized and it was just normalized, and it was honored for what it is and what it can do for us. And I was just thinking like, wow, think about all the people that have an ailment or have an imbalance.
Yes.
And then they literally just go to the doctor. Doctor never clarifies what it truly is holistically. Next thing you know, they're then prescribed a pharmaceutical that they're spending money on over and over, as well as receiving damage to their DNA and their internal system from taking the pharmaceutical over and over. And then it's also not healing or progressing the regeneration process.
Yes.
So then you have these bills, the doctor, the hospital, pharmaceutical, bills that you're continuously paying to get the pharmaceuticals. And then you're stuck in that kind of. So then there's also the alternative where you can go sit with one of these beautiful medicines, go through some really intense and deep transformation. But while you do it, you're being supported by a spiritual, energetic medicine that is giving you unconditional love through that process, while helping you look at yourself and look at how you can elevate and grow.
Yes.
And then you just do that, you know, whether it's a few hours or it's half a day, whatever the medicine is. And then after that, you know, you come back to being you, but you're a lighter, more clear, and you've released the lessons that you needed to, that could perpetuate for year after year, maybe even your whole lifetime, if we went to the doctor route and just went with pharmaceutical, when we can actually just sit with something for a day and really uncover and release and bring healing to lifetimes of energy.
Lifetimes. Yeah. It's no joke.
Yeah. So with that being said, I just want to take a moment to say that we do not suggest or tell anyone to go take any of these plant medicines on their own or without the appropriate spacing, atmosphere, shaman, thing of that nature. And we always advocate for everybody to be safety first as well.
Yes.
If exploring these medicines, and also to honor it with reverence, honor it for what it is, and to remember your intentions and be intentional as well. Wow. This was quite an episode, I have to say.
Thank you. And I also want to say the shamans or the medicine women and men, you know that you're going to a true authentic one when they want you to be safe and that you are qualified to have this experience. This is not to take lightheartedly either. So pay attention to who you're working with the plant medicine, and in their respect for the plant medicine.
Shade of that. Thank you. Well, Sam, do you have any other words as we close out here?
Just remember that to connect always back with your heart, that your heart tells you the truth, and that your belief system is everything. It is so powerful, and that we are all beyond love and have nothing to fear.
Ashe. Thank you so much for joining us, Sam, on this episode about your ayahuasca journey.
Thank you for sharing this sacred space with me. I appreciate you, brother. I love you so much.
I love you too. Let's stay in touch more and, do some things.
Yes, and thank you for sharing your experience.
Absolutely. That might be a whole episode in itself. I might see if my queen will hop on an episode with me and we can talk about our journey together.
We would love that. Absolutely.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be a great thing for the series.
Love that.
And thank you for being the first episode to this plant medicine series of this podcast.
Oh, wow. I didn't know I was the first episode.
Yep. This is a new series. I set the intention out, you saw it, and I can't wait to see the stories, the wisdom, the laughter, and the memories that get shared in this space.
It's going to be incredible.
Absolutely. Thank you again, Sam.
Thank you, brother.
I wish you a beautiful night.
Many divine blessings to you and everybody that's watching this. Yes.
Everybody, wholeness and one love. Have a blessed night, everyone.
Happy Christmas Eve, everybody. So I wanted to come on here because I've seen on my social media and just from my everyday living life, there are souls that are really missing their loved ones during the holiday season. And of course, those memories come back up of our loved ones. And I just wanted to come on here and say our loved ones that have changed energy and transformed love us so much. And so when you're feeling when you're getting those feelings and those intuitions and those memories, those are from your loved ones, because they're sending you those memories in your memory bank with them, or something that you perceived of them when they were alive and you were interacting with them in the physical body. Know that they are with you. That's why they're sending you those memories. They want you to be happy. They want you to remember the good times. They also want to, let you know that they are with you. So those that are feeling kind of like sad and still grieving, know that this is your time to nurture yourself and to really slow down. Maybe grab a cup of cocoa by a fireplace. Be by yourself so you can really feel your loved ones around you. So I'm sending all those people that are missing their grandmother, their father, their grandfather, any loved one, anyone that is in spirit, not in a physical body no more. Know that you can be by yourself. You can sit in your car and just look out the window and watch nature. And then pay attention to those memories that come up, because your loved one is sending that to you. And that way you can tune into your loved ones and really, really have a strong connection and feel their love. So I send everybody peace, love, and namaste.
(2023) Mother Gaia, third dimensional planet, ascending. Thank you from the Sacred Light Broadcast Network and Sacred Light Productions for tapping in and tuning in to all live and replay content, holistic, conscious, for your empowerment. Tap in to the Christ light within. Please like, share, and subscribe. And remember that you are the one that you have been looking for. Enjoy this content. If you would like to collaborate or receive production through myself, Marcus Christolight, direct message or email me at marcustut23@gmail.com to discuss details. Wholeness and balanced love.